confirmed. We do have, let's see, 52-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It looked like that was for the Kenner Airport, I believe. 32-mile-per-hour gust at City Hall we're hearing. So, that's 30 to 40-mile-per-hour gusts. That's enough to kind of bring down, a couple tree limbs and things like that, or, things that would kind of fall a little bit more naturally. But once you get toward the 60 plus is really where it turns severe. And yes, it does look like, let's see, now we're seeing, it looks like it perhaps was confirmed 8 miles southeast of McNeil, 8 miles northeast of Picayune, and moving northeast at 70 miles per hour. So it does look like this one was observed in Hancock County and Pearl River County in Mississippi. So this is some new information from the National Weather Service now saying a confirmed tornado. And this is for this spot. And you'll see, interestingly, the color change a little bit here, and that's because we have a confirmed tornado. So interesting to see this. The National Weather Service has been kind of updating some of their different products and kind of trying to tell the story a little bit more clearly in some of these cases. And with this one, it does look like an observed or confirmed tornado outside of Picayune now with this rotation that we're seeing in this spot very close to I-59 to the east of Picayune. So if you are joining us from this spot, this part of Pearl River County in Mississippi and part of Hancock County too, you can kind of see it crosses over here, then please, go to an interior part of your house, take cover. This is a confirmed observed tornado that we're seeing here embedded within this hot pink rectangle or polygon that you're seeing here. So it started around Picayune. That's where some of the rotation was seen to be the strongest. Tornado warning was issued, and now it's going to be going until 7:45 for that confirmed tornado. So that was 8 miles southeast of McNeil, Mississippi, 8 miles northeast of Picayune, and moving northeast really fast, around 70 miles per hour for that one part of the line of storms. So this will be kind of the main concern. I'll bring it to our velocity now so we can see exactly how it's looking and try to see if the rotation has gotten any better or worse or stronger or weaker. And you can see it now very close to that spot Caesar. This is where it is right now with the rotation that we're seeing. So this will be the spot moving really fast off to the north and northeast. So if you are in this spot, again, you can see it's not far from McNeil, but about 8 miles away, and then north of Santa Rosa and outside of Crane Creek. And if you do have some spots around Rollins or toward Barth in Mississippi, this is where our tornado warning is happening right now. So this has proven to be a pretty strong line of thunderstorms. It's moving, it's leaving the area, but we're still dealing with these tornado warnings that we've had just popping up within the past half hour, really, along the line. And then we've also seen some high wind gusts, and we're getting some more information about that little by little. It looks like the highest right now observed is 52-mile-per-hour gusts around the airport at Kenner, and really during the 6 o'clock newscast we saw it hit 51 miles per hour for the wind gust at the airport there. A few other things that we're seeing, and we'll kind of take you around and show you what's happening. The big concern, of course, is outside of Picayune into parts of Pearl River County and Hancock County, where that warning is going on, a tornado warning. But we are seeing the rain around Chalmette kind of heavy, but we are hearing it even in the French Quarter here in New Orleans, the rain really letting up a good bit. And look at this, toward Luling, Laplace, outside of Kenner and Metairie, we're starting to see the rain almost dying down completely, but still some light rain around parts of Jefferson Parish in the metro area. And you can see in New Orleans too. Here's our live Bourbon Street camera, by the way, a kind of wet, soggy sort of night out there. Plenty of people still walking around. Don't see too many. Do I see umbrellas? Do I see plastic bags? Some people maybe coming from out of town. And earlier today, it looked nice. We had blue skies. It was kind of breezy. It kind of had that nice feel. Now, 2 nights ago, or was it last night, we got that little weak cool front that moved in. And we had pretty nice weather after that. So it has been a bit of a change in New Orleans for sure. But the rain is beginning to ease in the city, and you can see many spots out to the west. So back to Picayune, that's our main concern right now, right around I-59. I want to show you this confirmed tornado warning box, and it's the hot pink box, and it includes Picayune and Richardson, but really it's more towards Caesar now. This has already moved a good bit, the rotating part of the storm that we've been seeing. So now around Caesar, there's heavy rain, there's lightning. This is really not something that you'd be able to see very easily, but this is also right close to I-59. So we will see in a little bit, you know, whether we eventually see some images or something like that. I mean, it's dark too, so kind of hard to see that. Even from, you know, a pretty busy roadway like I-59, but we will kind of see what happens or what comes out after this. Caesar, though, getting the heavy rain and the lightning, and we will look at the rotation one more time. This is really our big concern right now, and this is why we're continuing on through this evening. We have tornado warning going, and it's a very, you know, dangerous situation because this one in particular is an observed tornado, so it is confirmed. And we'll go to our velocity really quickly, and I'll show you that for that spot that we're seeing around Picayune. So really, I should say outside of Picayune, and looks like we may be able to see the rotation getting weaker, but it's still here, and you can see it kind of on the fringes of this box outside of Picayune, and we've been saying southeast of McNeil, Mississippi, so trying to just come up with other spots for reference. We've been saying Caesar, off to the east really of Picayune is where we're seeing this particular tornado warning and the rotation that we've been seeing. So still showing up. This radar scan not quite as, you know, prominent with the rotation as what we were seeing earlier, but still, if you're in this general spot, if you're in this, especially this little polygon that they've drawn out here, please, you know, get to a safe spot in the interior part of your house if you're watching us from there or from a building. And I'm sure you may have thought about it before, your spot where there are no windows or doors, maybe a bathroom kind of in the middle of the building, or maybe a hallway. Sometimes spots like that, you know, you may have thought about in the past, where would I go? And hopefully you know where to go in your particular spot. So we are seeing that as our main concern right now. There are also, as you can see, many other things happening with our weather tonight. Just to kind of give you another broad look, we have the flash flood warning in the green, although the rain is easing there. So happy to see that for those of you north of the lake, especially around Tangipahoa Parish, it's easing a lot, and around Bogalusa, where it has been heavy for some time, beginning to slack off there. A lot of lightning with this part of the line, easing though for the rain outside off to the west of New Orleans, and we're kind of seeing the pitter patter of the rain here, not quite as strong and not quite as loud as earlier, although there has been so much thunder and lightning as this line has moved through. And still watching that tornado warning, which is our main concern. Outside of Picayune in this bright pink box is where we're seeing that tornado warning. Officially, the timing on that is to 7:45, but it's moving so fast, there's no way that will continue until 7:45. It looks like they have canceled it. So looking at that kind of indication on radar, you know, we'll see when this starts to go away. But this is some pretty heavy rain still continuing, but we're not seeing quite as much of that rotation with the latest scans that I was showing you. Moving off very fast to the northeast, up to about maybe moving as fast as about 70 miles per hour. And we will see kind of what the aftermath of that is. Often after these events, you know, the National Weather Service will, you know, go out and do a good survey and kind of see what happened and keep us updated on that. By the way, if you can do so safely, we always love to see and hear what you guys are seeing and hearing. If you do have anything you want to send to us, if you have photos, if you have videos, 504-529-4444. That's the number you want to text it to. And we do look at it. We certainly open up that feed. We see what you guys are seeing. I love to get your rainfall totals, and now probably not the best time for some other things, like if your rain is still coming down, not the best time to go out and check the rain gauge. But when there is time and the rain is past, love to see how much rain you got at your different stations in the area. And it looks like we are going to see this tornado warning get canceled. It's still showing up at this point in that pink area, but we'll kind of see. Let's check on that other tornado warning that we were watching. We had the 2 out, and we'll kind of work all the way back, and you can see all that heavy rain across Lake Bourne and New Orleans east, kind of seeing it kind of slack off a little bit at this point. It's sort of heavy over toward the Twin Spans and Irish Bayou. Still a lot of heavy rain and a lot of lightning here around the Mississippi River, kind of south of the city around Carlisle and, you know, not too far off of LA 23 and LA 39. You can see outside of Lafitte, so much lightning with that. And let's work farther south because that was where we had that tornado warning. And let's see, did we get to the time where I think it has expired at this point? So yeah, we'll go back and we'll kind of check on our warnings and see what we have out and get you updated on that really quickly. Let's see. If we go right here, we can see all of our different warnings, and let's just kind of see what we have out there at this point. So yep, we have our severe thunderstorm warnings for the yellow shaded areas, including a big chunk of the kind of the New Orleans metro area, but especially to the east and then south toward the coast. And then we also have a flash flood warning here in the green shading areas. So those are the two big concerns right now. We had that rotation around Picayune with what was an observed or confirmed tornado there. So we'll get you more details on that as we hear about it. And then south of New Orleans, we've seen this line with really heavy rain and tons of lightning, but it is all moving. So I think within the next hour or so, the rain's almost pretty much going to be outside of our area. Let me just give you one last look at radar before we let you go here, as things are improving for at least some parts of our viewing area from New Orleans and off to the west. Nice to see the line leaving. Look at this, 1,600 strikes over the past few minutes. That's the highest I've seen it so far tonight. And a lot of that, of course, coming from this area to the southeast of the city of New Orleans in St. Bernard and Plaquemines Parish. So we'll still have to keep our eye on this segment because still very strong thunderstorm activity there for sure. Severe thunderstorm warnings still in effect along these yellow boxes that I was showing you, but the line is moving. So again, by 8, 9 o'clock, this will be well to the east of us, and spots out to the west already drying out. So that'll do it for us for now. We will cut back in if we need to. If there are more warnings issued, we won't hesitate to get you updated. We want everyone to stay safe with this line of strong thunderstorms moving in. As we move toward 10 p.m., we'll be back on for our Eyewitness News, so hope to see you then. You can also find tons of information at WWLTV.com and on our app and on social media. So that'll do it for now. Take care, guys. This will be over soon, and we'll see you at 10, if not before.
From Channel 4's Eyewitness News, this has been your local weather expert alert, brought to you by Egan Insurance Agency.